Thanks for joining us on this 2K broadcast. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. Collins with the rebound. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And Doris, the Clippers coach Ty Lue, considered to be one of the master tacticians on the NBA sidelines.
And BA, a lot goes into that. It's not just the adjustments in game or the play calling in late game situations. It's also the fact that this guy understands how to communicate with players, how to hold them to a high degree of accountability, and walk that line between demanding and being supportive. He is one of the game's sharpest minds.
Pass to Porter. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach reminded his guys that Giannis is one of the most dangerous players out there. He told his forwards that anytime he takes 2 steps, they'll need to impose their will to limit momentum. He said, quote, "If we're intimidated, we've already lost. Step up and deny his path." Back to you.
Allie, thank you. And Milwaukee has possession, following the score by the Clippers. There's a screen by Turner. Just 5 to shoot from the baseline. Not enough on that one as it misses. Harden with it. Green picks him up. Back to Harden. From outside the arc. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal.
Well, the pre-shot preparation of James Harden is exceptional. He knows in this instance that as soon as the ball touches his hands, he's got to be ready to fire.
And Giannis with the jam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, BA. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and of course, controlling the boards.
Leonard for 3. The Bucks trail. Turner with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Outside for Green. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo for 3. Another miss by Antetokounmpo. Leonard right side. From the arc. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Now Antetokounmpo. He has 6. Again, Antetokounmpo missing. On the wing, Harden. This one for 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 1. Pass to Trent. From the wing. And the shot goes down.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Timeout.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Milwaukee making a switch here. The Clippers trail. Pass to Beal. Batum outside. Harden from outside. Not going to go that time. And here's Milwaukee now. The three from Prince. Knocks it down from distance.
A good percentage of Taurean Prince shots are from distance, and you can see why right there.
Here's Dunn. Beal outside. "35 seconds left to play in the first quarter."
And despite the size of this match, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Left side, Harden. To the inside. And Lopez gets it to go.
Brook Lopez never stops working, especially inside where he has been a force.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Batum pulls it in. Harden, deep three-point land. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. It's all tied in Los Angeles. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere. Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing. How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Back to Dunn. Pass to Lopez. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Lopez has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
So both teams making some changes here. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Right wing. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, okay then.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Bogdanovich on the wing. Pass to Beal. There's the triple. Sinks the tray. Beal's got 5 points.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Lopez. Los Angeles leading by 3. Bogdanovich from long range. And Los Angeles another 3.
This speaks to the level of confidence Bogdanovich possesses, looking to shoot immediately off the catch.
Here's Portis. Antetokounmpo outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Doris' offensive rebounding was down for a few years, but it's making a comeback.
What teams realize, Brian, is that you can absolutely corner crash, create extra opportunities for yourself without putting your defense at a deficit.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game here. And Doris, when you have a veteran roster with some of the injury history of these Clippers, load management becomes a big consideration.
And B.A., how impressive is the resiliency of this team in the face of all that injury history they have? Credit the front office for the depth they have developed and the coaching staff for their incredible adaptability. It is nothing short of remarkable.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Guys?
Leveraging that tall timber. Allie, thanks very much for the report. First free throw is good.
Yeah, Bradley Beal's versatility at the offensive end, it's just so valuable. He can shoot it, he can drive it, make plays for others, and he's smart.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Collins outside. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Harden, good.
This is evidence that James Harden, from any spot on the floor, is willing to launch and makes good on that long three.
Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Portis outside. Clock at 4. Pass to Prince. Launches it. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Doris, when you watch Kawhi play, what stands out is his ability to stay on balance at all times.
B.A., when you consider the type of injury and the number of injuries he has sustained to those knees, it is incredible the high level this man plays at. On balance for sure, but a guy who can score big buckets in big moments and carry an offense. Truly incredible.
Well, you love Lopez's effort. This guy dunking is easy for him, right? He's close to the rim, 7 foot. Come on now.
Pass to Portis. Inside. Here's Sims. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
Man, good whistle there.
Milwaukee shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both. Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
Portis. What a terrific move that is.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Out to Leonard. It's stolen by Kuzma. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Some room here for Anthony. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, Cole Anthony is a professional scorer, folks. The mid-range jumper is on time and on target there.
Shot by Leonard, no good. Anthony outside. He got it up. And so it's Los Angeles, ending the quarter up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. More 2K action in just a moment. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Pass to Beal. Takes the 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Turner for 3. Drains the triple.
Well, Miles Turner has earned the trust of his coaches. He's got the green light in these catch-and-shoot opportunities.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. And Doris, you look at Ivica Zubac. His game is elevated to a point where he's near the top of opposing scouting reports.
What's fascinating to me, BA, is there were a couple years where we were saying traditional fives are no longer part of the game. Not true. Zubac is a throwback. Plays to his strengths, playing in the paint, rebounding the basketball, and affecting the game with that 7-foot frame.
First team.
And here's Turner. Green, a screen. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Back to Turner. Pass to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Giannis to the cup. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Out to Leonard. And A.J. Green is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Shot by Leonard, no good. The Bucks trail by 7. Back to Turner. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 14. Pass to Zubac. Back to Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's 8 points for James Harden.
Yeah, James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Outside Harden. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 5. Here's Zubac. The rebound by the Bucks.
Now there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
To the paint. Here's Turner. It's deflected.
How about Zubac? Works so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
Three-pointer. Beal. The rebound by Turner. The Bucks trail by 6. And in the big market of Los Angeles, with a sparkling new arena, Grant, the Clippers are confident they'll be able to attract star talent.
Well, the expectation is they'll continue to compete with Harden and Kawhi. And then in a few years, perhaps time to make some big moves.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Back to you.
It sure does. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Trent for 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. There's the 3. The shot misses. The Bucks trail by 6. Pass to Turner. Portis the screen. Down low. And then Portis with the dunk.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Beal's got room. And there's another one for the Clippers.
I tell you, when Bradley Beal is cooking, folks, the energy he brings is infectious.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo outside. Fires the 3. And another miss by Milwaukee. Los Angeles leading by 9. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Three-pointer, Beal. Porter pulls it in. Trent goes in. Pass to Green. Back to Trent. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. The third quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top, leading by 7.
The Bucks, 35.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Bucks trail by 7. Antetokounmpo outside. Shoots over Collins. That one rolls around and rims out. So it's Los Angeles now. They've led by as many as 14. Here's Harden. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That'll belong to Kyle Kuzma.
An absolute master at drawing contact. Defenders get nervous guarding James Harden. This is why.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
Here's Rollins to the middle. Oh, look out! Giannis, unbelievable!
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Now Milwaukee moving it up.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Pass to Lopez. Outside Harden. Clock at 6. Portis with the steal. Here's Rollins. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma, we think of him as a scorer, but that was a tough target to miss. Wide open.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. So both teams changing it up here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
No one eats up more ground on the drive than Giannis. Gets to where he wants to be in 1 or 2 steps.
Beal. Misses the 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, he leaves no question.
For a guy his size, Giannis handles the rock very well. It makes him a nightmare for defenses. Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team. The defense can't be so relaxed at this stage of the game, not against him.
I think he takes that kind of defense as a sign of disrespect, and he was more than happy to accept the challenge.
Green fires, buries it from outside.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Now Leonard. Oh, Leonard! A special delivery.
Oh, boy, you'd love to see that kind of burst from Kawhi Leonard. What a finish.
Porter outside. Here's Trent. Now Green to take the lead. Beal rips down the board.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team.
Harden. Ooh, using two hands to power it down.
Oh, can you say important bucket by Harden? James always wants the ball in these moments. Love it.
Here's Turner. Zubac with the steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts him up 5. And the Bucks with the possession here.
You expect this from an MVP like Giannis. He never gives up on the game. Woo! Gotta love it.
Now Beal for 3. Oh, no good.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself. And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game. Wow, James Harden putting a little sauce in the finish. Nicely done.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, thoughts on what Coach is going to do here?
In this situation, you go all in for a steal off the inbounds pass. If they can't get one, they've got to foul and send them to the line.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 5-point game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. They're down by 5. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
The strategy is simple. Get a quick score and foul right away.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them. 15 seconds left in the game. Harden.
Oh, no. Miscommunication there resulting in the technical.
Milwaukee charged with a technical.
That's good from Harden.
And that should do it. No miracle comeback tonight, but boy, what a game, fellas.
From deep three-point land. Porras there for the rebound. So a close game sees the Clippers taking this one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Alan.